Yeah, that's right. It's a new flick in town that's causing a little hubbub. It's called Watermelon Man, and it stars Godfrey Cambridge, who's a black comedian. But in this movie, Godfrey Cambridge wears whiteface because in the flick, he's a middle American who one day wakes up black. I won't say too much about the movie. You'll have to see it if you care to. But the director of the movie is Melvin Van Peebles, who, among other things, was a cable car gripman. He was an expatriate in Paris, and he is the first black man to direct a Hollywood full-length feature film in Hollywood. A couple of days ago, Melvin Van Peebles blew into town. Filmmaker Clarence Towers caught him on film, and one of the things he said was that he learned all his formal film training from Newsroom's Alan Willis.
Well, I think one of the basic problems of a revolution is a question of identity, and I feel that too long a mirror has been held up to black people, not of their own choosing, not of their own making, but simply for better to exploit them and to colonize their minds. You know, when I was a kid, everybody was white. Jesus Christ, Santa Claus, Ralph Bunche. I never saw a black cat that I could relate to.
Would you consider yourself part of an American revolutionary process through film, or is that stretching it too far?
I think that's stretching it too far. I consider filmmaking only as one aspect and one media. That's simply an aspect of me that you happen to be dealing with today, but the actual problem is very succinctly to get the man's foot out of our ass in whatever weapons available or each one of us has to utilize.
Yeah, well, you know, the first thing that struck me about you when I saw you, you seemed to, deal in a whole lot of unrealities. Made this movie, Watermelon Man, about a person changing from white to black, and you go around as Melvin Van Peebles, Hollywood film director, smoking a fake cigar. Why do you smoke a fake cigar?
Cigar is not fake, but I just don't smoke it.
You just don't smoke it?
No.
Is that sort of an underlying theme in your life, in your films? You know, reality and what's real and what's jive and what's fake.
I don't know. I don't smoke because it makes me fart.
Well, Melvin, you mentioned this earlier. Who are your films for? Who do you make your films for?
I make my films for the brothers and the sisters and anyone else who happen to have their game uptight. The reason they've been actors and not directors is because finally, in the final analysis, it's the director or the producer who really are at the helm of the ship and really decide the ambiance, the atmosphere, the feeling of the film.
Who taught you what you know about films?
Well, my only formal education, Alan Willis taught me. I mean, he showed me how to stick two pieces of film together.
What's your new movie about?
It's about a pimp who becomes radicalized. It's about a black guy who has semi-white citizenship because he is willing to exploit his people, which is always tregute, which is always looked upon well by the establishment, and who, through a quirk of destiny, begins to get his game uptight, naturally becoming a full-fledged black, naturally becoming someone who has to fight.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We go now to Bill Carter.